Hello and welcome back to the quiz app. First topic in analog electronics is phasors, and I'll do a couple of level 0 phasors questions to show you how the displays work. First one. This is a drag question. Some of these phasors, the green one in this particular case, cannot be moved. The green one is the reference. It's shown dotted here, and that defines the reference phase. In this case, the green one is at 45 degrees on the Argand diagram and has an amplitude of 1. So its amplitude there, its peak, is at 1. The blue, on the other hand, can be dragged, and I can pick that up and drag it around this display wherever I want. And at level 0, the waveform corresponding to this blue phasor is shown on this diagram, which makes solving this problem really rather easy, since what you're trying to do is make this blue phasor represent this waveform. All you have to do is move the blue phasor around until the dotted blue line on the waveform display here coincides with the solid blue line. And that occurs at this point here. That's it. At later levels it's not so easy because you don't get this dotted blue line on the waveform display. Here that should be close enough. Yep. The other type of question you get is this type, a multiple choice. Again, the green defines the reference, so at this point the green has a reference phase of 0. It lies along the real axis on this Argand diagram, and again its amplitude is 1. It's on the unit circle, and we're being asked which of these 4 phasors represents the blue waveform. Well, it's actually very easy. We don't even need to consider phase. We can just look and see that only one of these 4 phasors ends within the unit circle. And since the blue waveform has a smaller amplitude than the green waveform, you know that the phasor representing the blue waveform must end inside the unit circle somewhere, which means it must be D. I'll see if I can find a slightly more interesting one. That'll do, that's more interesting. Once again, we have the green waveform here at 0 phase, and this time we have the blue waveform about just under 3 times the size of the green, which means it's unlikely to be A. That's not 3 times the length of the green phasor, but it could be C, B, or D. So we have to look at the phase. And the phase is, well, the blue is slightly lagging the green. Slightly lagging because the maximum of the blue happens just after the maximum of the green. The blue goes through 0 downwards just after the green goes through 0 downwards. So things are happening to the blue just after they happen to the green, which means the blue will be slightly clockwise of the green, which means it's going to be somewhere down here, and C is the only possibility. Answer C. That's about it, I think. All of the level 0 ones are like that, and it's a good idea to get some practice here before moving up to level 1, where they get a little harder.